The question I get asked the most is probably what are natural flavors? I've gotten this question so many times, and I try to explain it as best as possible in my stories, but sometimes it's just not enough. Um, like if I were to give you a product that was artificially flavored or naturally flavored, which one would you choose? This is where the confusion and deception lies, in my opinion. So, flavorings are used to make foods more flavorful and activate our excitatory and reward systems. They are usually found in ultra processed foods such as chips and candy bars and all the things that we kind of already know, right? This is why it's so difficult to just eat one chip. The bet you can't eat just one is like literally that. That's what it means. So, food companies will hire flavorists, which are chemists, to manufacture artificial flavorings and natural flavorings to find the perfect taste for their products. So, this divisional system that the FDA has created isn't very useful because when we talk about not being able to eat just one chip, it comes down to the molecules you taste and smell, not particularly where those molecules come from. They are chemicals, whether they come from an initial natural source or not. So, what is the main difference between natural and artificial? Well, natural flavors are derived from things which grow in nature. So, plants, veggies, fruits, meats. So, for example, strawberry flavor is a substance that is extracted from strawberries through many chemical processes. Scientists identify the chemical compound of this strawberry flavor, extract it through a liquid carbon dioxide or sometimes an alcohol extraction process, and then intensify the flavor as much as they need to with a bunch of other chemicals. This is where it gets concerning. Manufacturers are not obligated to disclose any of these extra ingredients used during its production process. So this means we have absolutely no idea what makes up natural flavors because manufacturers are allowed to add over 100 ingredients, natural or man-made, as long as the first initial ingredient stems from the natural source. Now, for artificial flavors, the only difference between artificial and natural is that artificial doesn't need to be extracted from a strawberry. Flavorists will simply copy its chemical compound to copy the taste and then again alter it as much as they need. So if both natural and artificial have no regulation for what happens in between the sourcing, does it really make a difference? My point with this is not to say that artificial flavors are better or the same and that you can go ahead and consume them. It's just a way of explaining that the term natural is just another way of greenwashing products. Think about how many holistic or healthy products that their labels and brands say made with only natural ingredients or no artificial ingredients, right? You see this all the time. These marketing tactics are made to trick the consumer into thinking they are consuming a better product. Meanwhile, the product is just as addicting as the next. This isn't meant to scare you in any way. It's simply to bring awareness that both natural and artificial flavors should be limited. And yes, the dose makes the poison. We get it. But when the dosage is in protein powders, greens powders, BCAAs, pre-workouts, butters, jams, ketchup, relish, mayo, alternative milks, kids' juices, kids' granola bars, kids' cereals, lunch meats, teas, coffees, cookies, sweeteners, what's the dosage?